Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to do some kind of series type of something on my channel for a long time, and I really didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't want to go really through my makeup stash and show you like all of my foundations, all of my primers, all of my everything, because I don't have some huge collection like most of these people do, and excuse my hair, it's a wild mess. I don't have this huge collection like a lot of people do, but you know, I do have stuff that I really love, stuff that I'm okay, and then stuff that I hate that I'm just a makeup hoarder and I like to keep for whatever reason. So I figured that I would get on here and break everything down into categories and then just show you out of my stash what my favorites are. So I'm going to title this series as the Stash Showdown series, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. I'll come up with something. Maybe it'll be that, maybe it won't. But I have written down on pieces of paper. I have several pieces of paper here. I mean, I have broke it down into primers, foundation, correctors, concealers, setting powders, bronzers, contours, blushes, highlighters, eye primers, brows, eye palettes, eye singles, liners, mascaras, lashes and glue, brushes, lips, matte lips, lip liners, and then random stuff. So I have a huge list to go through. I did narrow it down to about from 5 to 7 products in each category. I might do like 2 different categories in one video, because if not, then I'm going to have like 34 videos that I have to do, and I don't want to do just the, you know, Stash Showdown series and that's all the videos I want to put up. I want to, you know, put up one of these videos and then maybe throw in something else like a review or something, first impressions or something like that here and there too. I don't want to just be the next 6 months be just my series. So I might throw in like 1 or 2 categories per video. Some of them might be longer, some of them might be shorter. And I will tell you now, there is some categories that I didn't find 7. I tried to get 7 products just because 10 was a little bit too much, and 5 I found in some of the categories was not enough, because there are some really good products that I'd like to mention. So I kind of like split the difference between 5 and 10 and went with 7. So some of them I found 7, some of them I didn't. So today I'm going to start off with primers. I am going to try to make these videos short and sweet. I'm not going to go into extreme detail about these products. I will just tell you why I have them, how I got them, and why I chose them for my top 7 or whatever. And this is not like top 7 of 2015 or 16. This is just the top products out of my stash, period. Okay, so primers, I don't know, I guess I should maybe start out with the bottom and go to the top, because I do have them organized in my least favorite to my most favorite. So that's what I'll do from here on out. I'll start at the bottom and go to the top. I really didn't think this through. I like to get on here and chitty chat with you guys, because you guys help me think. Anyway, my number 7 pick is the NYX Pore Filler. Magical agent that minimizes pores and creates a smooth porcelain doll-like finish to your face. The reason why this is number 7 is because, for one, I have the hardest time getting it out of the tube. I don't know if this is a bum tube or if everybody's is like that, but it is so thick that I have the hardest time getting it out of the tube. And you see there, it's like that skin fleshy tone, but I don't know if you can see up close. It's chunky and like grit, not necessarily grit, doesn't feel like a scrub on your face. It's just, let me see if I can do it here on the camera. You see how it like separates like that? It's not smooth and creamy. It balls up. You see how it balls up? I mean, after you work it in for a second, you know, it goes on, and it is silicone based, and it is very, very smooth, but I don't know, to me, and it does fill in the pores, just not as good as some of the other ones that I've tried. Number 6, in trying to keep this quick, number 6 is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. I will tell you, most of my primers focus toward pore filling and line filling and smoothing because, you know, I have horrible pores right through here, and that's one of the most things that I'm most self-conscious about. So most of these are geared toward pore filling. Other people have reviews on other stuff. So, but this is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. This one is a white consistency. It is not like a moisturizer. It's still thick and creamy, but it is not skin toned. There is somewhat of a medicine-y smell to this. Again, it's smooth, creamy. This does a little bit better job than the NYX at filling my pores. It doesn't do a great job, but it does a decent job. And neither one of these really help to keep makeup on any longer than it normally would without a primer. These specifically do the pore filling for me. I use another one for longevity. My number 5 is the Urban Decay Brightening and Tightening Complexion Primer Potion. I have never tried the just plain Urban Decay. This one is not silicone based. This is mainly for brightening and tightening your skin. This one really isn't for filling in pores. As you can see, it's kind of like a clearish, milky moisturizer type. You see how shiny that is? Yeah, see that right there? Moisturizer type primer. No smell. And I don't know if you can see, but on my hand there is like this glistening effect. That is the brightening. I love this primer. It does help a small amount to keep the foundation on for a long time, you know, a little bit longer. I just like the way this feels because it is so lotiony, moisturizing, and even though I'm oily, you know, every once in a while I still like to feel that moisture in my skin, and this really does that. I love it. I love it. Whenever I'm really just like running errands or something like that and not really focusing on, you know, filling them pores up, I absolutely love this one. Next one is a drugstore baby skin from Maybelline. This is a clear silicone, complete silicone primer. Instant pore eraser. There it is. Sorry for that. That was just so rude. It's clear silicone. This is a very... Okay guys, my battery completely died. That really, really, really ticks me off when it does that. Let me clean you guys out just a little bit. Okay. I know where I was. Baby skin. I was showing you that it is a clear silicone based primer. It's very smooth. It does a decent job of filling up my pores. There it is. It also does a decent job, no smell, decent job of keeping me matte, because if you have ever tried this, this almost has like a tacky tug to it once you rub it in. I mean, it's not like full on tack city or sticky city. It's just not as smooth and creamy as some of the other ones. It has like this, I don't know, I can't explain it. It's just not as slippery as the rest of them. You put it on and there is like, right now there's like a tackiness there, and it does do a good job of filling in my pores. Number 4, that was number 4, Maybelline Better Skin. Number 3 is a SMASHBOX, the Photo Finish Primer. I also have the pore minimizing one, which is the purple one, and then the original is the clear one. Absolutely love these. This is a silicone based. This helps keep me matte. There is just the Photo Finished regular one. And here is, this one kind of reminds me, the pore minimizing one kind of reminds me of the NYX one. It's hard to get out of the tube, And it's almost, sorry guys, I put makeup on and my nose just throws a fit on me. But this one kind of reminds me of that. It's kind of crumbly almost, but this one smooths out a lot quicker and a lot better. See, it's smoothed out a lot better. And then you got the clear one. No smell to these. This one helps the longevity of my makeup, and of course this one does the pore minimizing. Sometimes I will wear these together. You know, I'll put this one all over my face and then just put this one where I need it. Sometimes I'll wear them by themselves. Sometimes I'll put this one with another primer. You know, what I guess I'm trying to say is they don't react, or they haven't for me, with other primers, you know. Because sometimes if you mix like these two, I'm not saying these do that, but like if you mix just a regular longevity primer and a pore primer, sometimes they'll counteract each other and it won't keep your makeup on longer, or the pore filler won't work. So these don't do that. All of these primarily really work well together, as far as just like the regular primer and then any one of these pore minimizing ones. I really haven't found a reaction between the two. Number 2 is the Benefit POREFESSIONAL. This is probably, as far as pore minimizing, this is my number 1. The reason why this isn't number 1 is because I wanted to talk about something else that I do like better, especially for the price. This is pricey, but when it comes to minimizing my pores, that you can't, there's not one out there that I've tried, and I have more than this as far as pore minimizing, but they're just not worth talking about to me. This one, there is no other. There is no other like it. It is that deeper skin tone, silicone based, smooth, creamy, pore filling. It is everything it claims to be, and then some. It is slippery, it's smooth, it's number 1. Number 1. This is the biggest tube they have, I think. This one was like $41, $43 at Ulta. They have a smaller tube, it's like $30 some, and then you can get the little trial sizes and stuff like that at Ulta, and I'm sure Sephora and blah blah blah. But again, as far as pore minimizing, I haven't found one to beat this. And my number 1 pick is the NIVEA Men's Post Shave Balm for sensitive skin. This is not a pore minimizer whatsoever, but why this made number 1 is because the price. This keeps my makeup on no matter. I haven't found a foundation yet that it really doesn't work with. Some it does better with some than it does others, but it still doesn't suck with any of them. I have actually learned to like foundations that I hated using this as a primer. The Too Faced Born This Way did not work for me. It did not work for me at all. I tried it with this and I love it. So, I mean, you know. Again, price between $4 and $6 depending on where you buy it. And another reason why it's number 1, it's like almost as big as my head. And you only need the smallest amount. Give it a shake. It's in a glass bottle. And it's very liquidy. It's not silicone-y at all. You can see it running down. It's very moisturizing. It does smell like a man. Not, to me, not too much. Not like overly like a man, but fresh and clean. But it's definitely a manly fresh and clean smell. You put it on your face and 2 or 3 minutes later, I don't smell it. It doesn't bother me. In fact, I like the smell of it. But you need the smallest amount. So $5 or $6, maybe even cheaper, will last you for so freaking long. And then, like, it doesn't hurt as bad to go get one of these because you use this all over your face and then just this in the spots that you need it. So this is going to last you longer. But this right here, it keeps my makeup on longer. It hydrates me without making me greasy. That's a thing I look for, because primers and moisturizers, sometimes I have to skip them because I am, even in the wintertime, I am an oil slick. So I like this because it hydrates and it feels good going. I'm not really concerned about hydration because I am an oil slick, but I like hydrating things now and then just because the feel, how it feels going on my face. It's cooling, it's soothing, it's nice, it just feels good, it wakes me up. So I like this because it feels like that, but it doesn't like make me drip oil throughout the day. Does it keep me matte? Not exactly. You know, I do have to, this is not a mattifying primer. This is for longevity for me. I mean, for somebody else it might keep them matte. I don't know. But for me, this is primarily for longevity. And the cool thing with this is you put a little bit on and you put a little bit on and you keep rubbing and rubbing. You just keep rubbing it all over your face. Just keep working it in. And in just a couple seconds, it'll start to get really tacky. Really tacky. And that to me is the signal of, hey, everything's going to stick to this and we're going to keep you good for most of the day. Does it help foundation last 18-20 hours? No. But it took a 4-hour foundation to an 8-hour foundation. Yes, it did. So yeah, that is my primers. I am all talky with my hands today as usual. So yeah, that is my top 7 stash showdowns or showcase or whatever we're gonna call this. This is my top 7 primers out of my stash. Like I said, I do have more, but those I absolutely hate. These are the ones that if I want a primer, I'm gonna open my primer drawer and I'm gonna pick one of these 7 every time. Every time. Or 2 of them, depending on, you know, if I want to double up. So yeah, that is it. Like this video if you are hip to the idea of like a little stash showdown showcase thing, and comment down below on what your favorite primers is, and if you know of one for an oily acne prone girl like myself that I did not mention that you think I would love to know. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and thank you guys very much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys.